Guys, 2 days ago, I released a video on 3 things that you should learn from the whole Amazon mess with the banner saying that your account is at risk and stuff. And it was pretty well received. Well, I was chilling at the beach and I received, I was looking at the comments because anytime I have some downtimes, I like to reply to comments and stuff. And I received a super dumb comment, right? And I wanted to talk about it because I need to talk about it. Because let me give you the context. In that video, one of the points that I made is that you should have multiple Amazon accounts, multiple Amazon sellers accounts to hedge your position in case your account gets suspended for some bullshit reason. Even if you do everything by the rules, it happens sometimes. Your account can get suspended. It happens to a lot of people. If you look on the Amazon seller forum, if you look on Facebook groups, you will see. I remember from I don't know when it was. Maybe it was 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. Some guy, and it was a pretty big seller, and it was a brand. Actually, they were not just selling any random product, they were selling their own brand, and they had to submit invoice for their products, right? So or it was like an authorized distributor, I don't remember, but it was someone like pretty legit, right? Super legit, that was sourcing the products directly from the brand, right? It was something like this, and they got suspended because Amazon said that their invoice were counterfeited, while it was not. The invoice was straight from the supplier. And they got suspended. They were suspended for like more than 6 months. And there's a lot of situations like this with huge accounts, huge books account to whom it happens, right? And that were actually suspended for a long time because of some Amazon bullshit, right? And this is why, you know, I'm always saying that you should have 2 accounts, because I've seen what it does. Like, Amazon can suspend you even if you do everything right. And so yeah, this is the reason why I say that, because I know that, because I've seen it from my own eyes. And so yeah, but like basically, this is what I was saying in this video, and this guy called James Hale said this is really bad advice. And we are going to see why he says that it is bad advice. But there's one thing that you should know. I'm all for good vibes and stuff, right? But if you come on my channel saying some bullshit, I'm not like these other white boys from the Midwest. I'm not like that. I'm all for good vibes and stuff, but like, if you come with some bullshit, I'm going to expose your bullshit, and I'm going to milk you for content like I'm doing right now, right? I release a new video every single day. I have ample time. I have the space to expose you and milk yourself for content. All right. So yeah, we're gonna see what James Hale had to say, and I'm gonna reply to this guy. All right. I should have stopped this video on a better frame, but whatever. You can take a look at me, my beautiful face. But yeah, let's just see what he had to say. Right. So. He said, this is really bad advice. I say, yes, it's really dumb to diversify and hedge your position in case you or your only stream of incomes get taken away from you. Because, guys, you cannot just leave Amazon, like, you cannot just give all the power to Amazon. Amazon do not care about you. If you are suspended, you are going to be suspended for a long time, for the time that it resolves, right? And, like, you cannot just leave that in the hands of Amazon if it is, like, one of your main stream of income. Even if you have multiple stream of income, like, you should not, like, it's really dumb to do this that way, right? And so this is why I said, leave it all to Amazon and get your house and car taken away from you the day you receive 20 fraudulent IP complaints, inauthentic claims, and your account gets suspended for 3 months, James. So he says, sure, diversifying income is good, but multiple accounts in other people's name is beyond foolish. So I asked him, why is it foolish? He said, you just arguably admitted tax fraud on YouTube. Also, you won't get suspended if you don't do things like this that are against the policy. If you do get banned, then maybe create another account, but no reason to know. So, let's take one thing at a time. First, tax fraud. If you open another Amazon account under somebody else's name, like using somebody else's name, as I say that you can do, for example, if you have a wife and, you know, maybe your wife can open another account, maybe your girlfriend can open an account, and you can work on that account together, or just by yourself you can manage the account and get all the payments. I don't care what you do. If you have a brother, or your brother can open an account, you can manage the account, right? Same thing if your dad, your mom, your best friend, your cousins. There's a lot of options, right? Whenever you receive your tax form, you're going to receive tax form. I think it's 1099K. I put it over there. I'm not sure. I cannot say it from. Yeah, it's from 1099K. All right. On the form, from 1099K, if you actually used the EIN, all right, it's like if you want, like, it's like SSN but like for companies, right? if you use your EIN, the EIN from your business, you are going to receive Form 1099-K with your business name. There's not going to be anyone else's name on that tax form, all right? So you are just going to fill tax on those. Of course, report your income, do all that stuff, go through an accountant, but there's no tax fraud over there. I don't see how it is tax fraud. I think this guy is just dumb. Yeah, but like, I know when you do not have things to say, you just use terms that you do not even understand. This is not tax fraud. I'm not sure it is tax fraud. I'm not sure you could think this is tax fraud. But yeah, I'm really not sure how you can think this is tax fraud. There's just no way that it is tax fraud. It is not. And even if I'm not an accountant at all. But even if the name of someone else was on the tax form, I'm pretty sure that this person can just send you a Form 1099 to not have to to pay tax on that income, and so he can actually send you a Form 1099, and you can report that Form 1099 on your own taxes. Like, I don't know why people are so stupid with tax, thinking that like it's even that way. There's things that you can do, right? There's things that you can do that way, even if on Form 1099-K, your friends, your dad, or whoever else name was on it, there's things you can do with the Form 1099, all right? If you have an accountant, you probably can do it, but there's no way that it, like, I don't even know what to say regarding that. Yeah, let's just move to the other point. What was it? Tax fraud. Next thing, also, you won't get suspended if you don't do things like this that are against the policy. As I said, I disagree. You can see there's a lot of examples. There's just so many examples. As I said, huge book accounts that were suspended. Huge accounts like selling directly from the brands that were suspended. You can do everything right. It's not in your power. It's not between your hands. It's Amazon, all right? Amazon is full of bugs. They do a lot of dumb stuff, all right? It's a trillion company, but they do some dumb stuff. Like, you're gonna get suspended maybe some days. You don't know. So get ready. And then he finished by saying, if you do get banned, then maybe create another account, but no reason to know. So, I'm trying to build a business. What's your name? James. I'm trying to build a business, right? So, the day you have a big business, a huge business, where you have employees, when you have a warehouse and stuff, right? If you get suspended, like, it's going to take time to resolve, right? Okay, so you may say, okay, the day you get suspended, maybe create a new account on that day, but it's gonna take like 7 to 10 days to have everything set up, and then you still need to get ungated. There's still some work to do. It takes time. So tell me, and even if you do not have a big company but you have VAs, and I know you guys do not like to respect VAs because there's in Philippines or they're in Pakistan, they're whatever, and so you think that they're subhumans and that you do not have to show them respect and you do not have to actually have some respect for them. Like, what are you gonna tell them? All right, you get suspended, you have no work for 7 to 10 days, or are they going to pay their bills themselves? Or are they going to do this? I'm sorry, I'm losing my word because I get pissed off. Like, what are you going to do? You have employees. What are you going to tell them? That there's no work for 7 to 10 days? And then even at that time, it's going to ramp up, so you're not going to need everybody? And so, if you really care about your employees, if you really care about your VAs, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? They need to pay their bills. They are dependent on you. And so you need to build something. You need to build an infrastructure that can actually make sure that you have work for them all the time, so you can pay them for the work that they do, and they can pay their bills and take care of their family. Because once you run a business, they are dependent on you. It's not the other way around. All right, and I know a lot of you guys, when you have people working for you, do not care about them, and especially if there's on some third world countries, because you think that all these countries are shit, like are shit holes, and you do not care about them. It's not the case, guys. There are humans too. They matter, and like, you cannot just tell them, okay, just find another job for 7 to 10 days. I'm not going to be able to pay your salary and stuff. Like, this is not how it works. All right, this is not how it works. This is just not how it works, and this is wrong. So for all those reasons, you should be able to, even if you get suspended, like, because what are you going to do? Like, even if you get suspended, you need to keep your business going. So this is why, for this reason, once you reach a certain point, because of course, if you do not have sales, if you are $5,000 a month, of course, it does not matter, all right? Because nobody is dependent on you. Nobody is dependent on that income, not even yourself, right? But like, if you have a family, if you have employees, if you have VAs, all that stuff, you need to have something that's reliable, that you can that people can depend on, right? And if you have a single point of failure, you cannot depend on that thing. All right, because if it breaks, there's one single breakpoint. If it breaks at that moment, like, you're gonna have 7-10 days off. This is not just, you can just not run a business like this. I'm sorry, this is not how you run a business. And this is why I believe that you should have multiple accounts. There's ways to do it. I think I released a video on it. It was for if you get suspended, but like, it's just the exact same. It's the exact same things that you need to do. There's some ebooks on the subject. I think it's called, I forgot what it's called. It's Amazon Ghost or something like this. Just look around. Look on YouTube. Look on Google. You're gonna see communities talking about that. Of course, you cannot talk too much about that on YouTube because, of course, it does not look bad. But I do not really care personally because, you know, as I said, I'm not those guys. I do not care if it does not like I'm gonna tell you the truth. You need multiple accounts. Like, there's no huge sellers. Every single huge sellers has, and I'm talking about huge, like 9 figures. They have multiple accounts. All right. There's no way you can run a business like this without multiple accounts. All right. Nobody's saying it. I'm saying it. There's just no way. If you get to that point, you cannot just rely on one Amazon account, because if your account gets suspended for some bullshit, what happens to your business? What happens to your employees? All right. What else did he say? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, and he did not even reply after that. So I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, guys, this is why you should have multiple accounts. I think I said pretty much everything. I got a little bit pissed off, so I lost my words. But yeah, that's basically everything regarding this subject. This is why you should have multiple accounts. I release a new video every single day on selling on Amazon. So subscribe, like this video, join the Discord if you want a good community that actually cares about you. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for a new video.